meditation into the new creator self vibration, your new identity on this new light on earth. Invite yourself into a lovely space where you can relax, either in nature or a space in your home environment. And as you lay down and gently breathe through a white purification beam of light straight to the spinal column. As you breathe out, it envelopes your entire physical body and energy field. And breathe in once again. Open that deep white beam of light through the spine, all the way above your head and around your energy field, as if it creates a beautiful protective dome of light, a crystalline white grid or dome of light. And you gently breathe in these beautiful white waves till you feel relaxed and one with yourself, because it's all about you. And as you move your consciousness all the way to your creative space, the sacral chakra, sacred center, what is also termed the Garden of Eden. Although here in 2020 on, it is the garden of new creations, as we are repairing the earth from its old mud and toxins, and so we repair our own sacred garden and move that into new creations. I really invite you here to breathe through the energy field of a beautiful fire opal, a deep orange fire opal. As you breathe that in, you can see it moving through your energy field all the way from space through your crown chakra, through your third eye center, through the throat, and you let it sink all the way into your immune system, the thymus gland. You keep on breathing the beauty of that orange fire opal all the way to your heart, deeper into your solar plexus center, where it may start pulsating deeper and quicker. And with your next breath, it just tumbles downwards into your sacred sacral center, all the way into your root center, and then it moves back up again and settles gently into your sacral center, where you keep on breathing and holding focus on the beautiful orange fire opal. As you breathe in, it starts turning and turning and turning counterclockwise in the sacral. As you breathe out, it starts turning clockwise and deletes old, dense energies. Breathe in once again. Open up that beautiful fire opal in your sacral. As you breathe in, it starts pulsating counterclockwise as it gathers old negative creations you don't want to have in your life anymore. And as you breathe out, it pulsates clockwise, and you gently release all the old creations. And once again, breathe in, hold your focus as your beautiful fire opal expands with every breath and encompasses your entire sacral center. It starts turning counterclockwise, and with your out breath, it turns clockwise, removing all negative forms of creations. And they may be many. As I speak, many creations may pop up in your brain, in your heart, in your thought forms, consciously and subconsciously, which is very natural. As we expand on the fire opal, it gently starts moving beautiful orange-yellow fire flames into your sacral center and clears the way into your authentic, beautiful self. That is where the beauty of creation comes from. So you keep on breathing that fire opal in, and as you breathe out, it starts configuring beautiful, warm, hot flames in your sacral center. And that can go from orange, yellow, into red orange and deeper yellow colors. Keep your focus on these flames. Do know you are protected at all times. And we are all here to let go of the old creations, the old creator self that lived in dependency, that lived in slavery, that lived in control and manipulation, and was sent into an obedient factor of many manipulative businesses, and so many people created relationships, created jobs, created many things they actually didn't want to create. And so today we are going to release that in order for your true identity to elevate you on the other side of midnight, where the matrix does not exist. Negativity does not exist. So keep your focus on these beautiful flames in your sacral, and with each board, let these beautiful orange flames just move through your spinal column all the way up into your throat, into your brain centers, where it starts circulating clockwise, and then it moves back up all the way to the crown, into the universe. So it seems you have an orange beam of flames back into the universe with your white protective grid or dome of light. So we keep on breathing these orange flames in the sacral, move it up, breathe out, and enlarge your orange antenna all the way into the universe as it deblocks your chakra fields along the spinal column. Now, as everything is reorganizing in the universe and on planet Earth that is moving into light Earth and the rising of Atlantis, there is one beautiful, very important planet we can realign to in a very new construction, because it is exactly through that particular planet termed the midnight sun that resides on the other side, that was once cracked, and that cracked or midbrain into two pieces and thus created duality. What follows here is very powerful, as I will invite you now to restore your midbrain. Think about midbrain, midnight sun, midbrain and midnight sun. And at this stage, we invite the repair of the midnight sun to the midbrain, and as you invite it, you will feel streams and waves of deep midnight blue configurations. Just breathe it in. I now invite the new midnight sun and its ley lines all the way in my midbrain. And breathe in, and you will perceive with each out breath that it will start pulsating and streaming deep blue relaxing rays right into your midbrain, where it starts installing self. At the same time as you find yourself in a more and more relaxed state, even with your fire engines and the sacral, you can feel the balance of the midnight sun stream with each in-breath. You hold your breath. As you breathe out, it starts expanding and expanding to your midbrain. For the very sensitive people, you will feel a very strong pulsation, a powerful force streaming in between the frontal lobe and the occipital lobes. You keep on focusing, breathing blue, expanding on these beautiful diamond light blue rays in the midnight. We also invite the midnight sun ley lines to install in our midbrain. And so these ley lines start creating a beautiful blue grid, such as the grid you have around your energy field as a white protection. Breathe in. I now invite the true blue, relaxing midnight sun's ley lines installing in my midbrain. And this is such a powerful, important alignment that each time you think about the midnight sun, the midnight waves, the midnight sunstream waves, you become as relaxed as you are right now, because that is its original capacity. And that connection is truly needed for you to be able to apply spiritual technology such as in science, which is very, very easy to do. So here I channel the information to complete the deblocking of your sacral center. And so we invite a true blue, radiant blue triangle in your blue midnight sun stream or installment. Just invite, I now invite a true blue triangle. From the moment you invite it and you breathe that in, it starts pulsating clockwise in your midbrain. And as you breathe out, it will start pulsating counterclockwise, moving to the spine, all the way in your sacral center, And it keeps on pulsating, pulsating counterclockwise, and it takes with it all the negative creations you ever made in your life. And then it really sinks all the way into center Earth. This is so powerful. So breathe in once again. And so your blue triangle, that is part of the capstone of creation, starts pulsating and pulsating in your midbrain. So you breathe out, that pulsating triangle just travels down your spinal column and starts eliminating all the negative thought forms and creations in your fire engine, in your sacral center, and then sinks all the way or dissipates into the nucleus of center Earth. Once again, breathe in your blue triangle in your midbrain. It starts pulsating and pulsating and pulsating. As you breathe out, it travels and takes with it any negative thought form through your spinal column until it reaches your sacral center. And here you breathe in again, and it starts pulsating and taking all the old creations with it. Some people may experience shivering when breathing out, which is a good sign. It means that you're really releasing density very, very quickly. And with that blue wave, that blue triangle, we can also put consciousness on it to give it more meaning, or work specifically on certain difficulties in your life. For example, if we breathe in the blue triangle in your midbrain, and we put in there victim consciousness, and then in white letters or golden letters is very effective, victim consciousness. And as we breathe out, it spirals all victim consciousness out of the spinal column, and then it starts pulsating very fast in your sacral, and you start releasing all your victim consciousness. So once again, breathe in that beautiful, beautiful blue triangle in the midbrain, and we hold on the release with victim consciousness that anything in the outside world has pushed onto you. As we breathe out, we see that triangle taking that victim consciousness out of the spinal column, and then it starts pulsating, pulsating faster and faster into your sacral, and as you breathe out, it takes with it all that old victim consciousness. What is also very, very practical as you relax with your inboard and your beautiful blue triangle in your blue atmosphere of the midnight sun, as you can just feel the peaceful vibration and becoming conscious of creations you don't want anymore in your life. Maybe you have certain habits and you're not aware of them. And maybe you just keep on doing the same old things forever and ever. So you might as well put in golden letters, for example, I am now allowing old habits, creational habits, out of my consciousness and embodiment. That is your intention. So any intention can pulsate with your blue triangle. You breathe that in. I command the release of all the old creational habits now out of my sacral center. I allow a complete release. And so you may go on just asking that blue triangle with your midnight sun streams to continually eliminate, evaporate, disengage from the old creational ways, old connections, old addictions even. And as a finishing touch, we just breathe in that blue triangle in the midbrain. We breathe out and we let it just pulsate in like an eternal spiral all around our body, all around our energy field, in our entire space. And as it lands on the ground floor this time, please give your blue triangle a place somewhere in the home, an imaginative space or place in your home that reminds you of a blue triangle that is so very potent. So each time you repeat that exercise, that guided meditation, your midnight sun stream and the fire in your sacral becomes stronger and stronger the more you pulsate that sacred geometrical pattern through the midnight sun area, your midbrain. As you release it in the sacral, it starts evaporating continuously old creations, because that is your intentions. That can be relationships, that can be old fears, that can be anxiety, that can be habits, addictions, so many things, and always end with a blue-ray eternal spiral of that particular triangle. A triangle that surrounds you, that spirals around you, that protects you and keeps you in a very, very peaceful vibration. So do know this meditation is extremely powerful. So the more you do it and the more intentions you put into your blue triangle, the easier it is to resurrect into the authenticity of the Creator Self, your authentic self, and the way you are actually meant to create on this new lighted Atlantean plateau that is emerging from 2020 on, and allowing the crystalline fields to give you a new vision in the sacral center, because that is what will happen. The more you practice this guided meditation, the more you will see how the sacral center clarifies, the more clear ideas you get for clearer creations, new ideas for jobs, for businesses, new ideas in relationships. So allow yourself to relax. Allow your sacral center to let go. Let go of the old creations.